So as usual, just adopt this sitting posture which you find it most comfortable and relaxing for your body. It's good to recognize the time that we spend here, and in this time, finding some moment for just to enjoy even a relaxed state of body. So just to make use or to acknowledging that moment. Now, so the reason why we are here and also put aside all our busy activity and then just sit here quietly and in a relaxed state of body. So in another word, the purpose. So we have certain purpose to achieve in this time, in this moment. So that purpose is to really to achieve some sort of peace and happiness, and also certain the ability to have some sort of control over one's own state of mind. So there's of course, so we need to understand why it is important for us to understanding our mind, and also and especially to have some control, self-control over our mind, and so this is something that we is important to understand that there is a tremendous, in fact, benefit for oneself if you achieve that the certain, the ability to have some control over one's mind.
No, sanctil dia, but then was she the kitchen was shallow, and you are. Then was Shina, then send the time, and you go. Said the heart of truth that in the touching on never young. Said then, under Dana, Shade Yabat. Send they tad the Shina, that sent sugar, the Lacha, the Tessie, sent to my master over. That's how on the Danish today about Mashibache. Send the time machine, that's how to choose it. More true, do know that. Natural son a book of the
we say that the as a result of bringing one's mind under control, and then we can enhance some sort of peace and happiness within ourselves, or in another word, on the mental level. And so therefore the really to in order to for one to take serious or to have really show a real interest in the practice which to controlling one's mind. So it's important to first of all to recognize this the benefit and actually the possibility of this achieving this peace and happiness on the mental levels. So and so therefore because on the other hand, I mean, we do know that how when our mind is not very disturbed and very agitated, and how this can affect our experience in a very negative way, and this is something that we understand that is something which is which we do not want. Nobody wants that that disturbed state of mind. So therefore there is a we have to ask this question whether there is a real is it possible to overcome this disturbed state of mind or not. So if it is possible, then we know that how when this disturbed state of mind is overcome, then that's how then we find the peace and happiness on the mental levels, and so therefore when we recognize this, the possibility of this, then we might be show interest in this practice, and also then at least if we experience such very unhappiness or some problem, crisis on the level of our mind or on the emotions. So at least then we do not have to think that there's nothing we can do about. So of course, if we do not have any understanding and even do not see any possibility, then we will be simply subject to that problem. There's nothing we can do. But however, if we understand this, recognize the solutions, then at least there is some the opportunity for one to remedy the problems.
Yeah, that's on the theater. In the zone, that's hand the Seg Shidele. Seg Shidele, the Carres and Seg Gangashes. Don't yin many on Tobunia. Seg Gangashata, not in men check good. Thing on the check you are. Is a something. That's Shidele, Shidele Candida, young Seg Gangashe, Gangashe, what she did. That Seg Gangasha, the city in this, and that says was say a watching change.
So the question so is is there a remedy to eliminate these the problem of the problems that which we experience on the level of our mind, and so if there is a remedy, and then as we were just saying before, then we can also achieve. That means we can achieve this peace and happiness on the mental level, and so therefore the next the point is to now what does it mean? How or who or in what way or what can actually help one to or what is that remedy which can eliminate this problem within one's mind. And then if we check this, then remedy is then again we have to find also within ourselves. So that is our own the mind itself to as a within our mind or our own mental outlook, as a means, as a remedy to overcome that.
That's something to do. Some theatre. Is that some theatre? Long sang it. Long says the last one, tongue under the secretary, them do. That tells something. Tell something, tell something of shooting, cover it. Says Zumba Mena, secretary, Shedeg and Swan, never so the lawyers run, take Panto Chamushuchi, Jaguar. Lotene, Lotte, Jachamushuchi, Jaguar. Mena Jaguar. Lotene, Lagatene, there's a Gaza, secretary, Kanga, Tende, the Shigayard. Then other chick, then other anything. Somba Zumba the Jenna, Chese Chigil, Somba Zumba last one, Chara, the Shede Arma, Secretary Shede Arma, there's some toga. Mundua, that says on to that says Zumba, say Yapoda, so some and get the shark currents, call Mania Beche, call Mania Beta, Tashi Gunda. That call Mania Betashita. Mobile read that's also the mother send the Comania touches young. That son tenitona, Abundua, in natural son to get it. Say, dead candidates, I young GPC son to the raw. Son of Habato yard. And so what's in it, she got purchase and Karsana Madata, Mother Matel go through Gurane, Mother Dea, she didn't touch and go. Taron got it there, and no by shower yard. Call your mother. Yes, that she, Sunny. Touch a manzo was an amateur, that touch a manzo, touch a mando was an amateur. That's reaching other Kamachimbo. That's all going to her. And some todo. No sang, says Zumba, she to no seller Kamachim. That's all repeated. No sang, says Zumba, man, she to check Azazon, didn't know till Kamachel. Ngen touches Zumbo Tig, the Archen Rock together. The Archen Roy Passajo, or Dumachen Roy, Nigo Genendo, San Todo. The car resena, kill no sang, says Zumba lost noise. Says Zumba lost, she then saw lobby. That she then saw lost chin, Chizeti, she touches Zumba Tig. Pajama Pebada, Manzo Pajan Gasson Tong, son tended on a church, Yabaya, tended a goja. Yeah, that Gene turning it up again, turning on the Marcel Gadget, the sales Zumba, the Shedan saw the endus. She then saw Zumba, the sales Zumba, I own this. Sales Zumba, the Yola, take care, the Tachi, or Yamo the Yamo the that thing on the Mandra, Tang, Goja. Apo renduos of the Tini, Lochi Jing Kona, Mandaji, and they are at the corridor, and Tinda and Yacham, which is tender over it.
So on the mental level, so it's really important to recognize the peace and happiness, and then to understand that on the mental level, so what brings that peace and happiness, so is the in general, so it is a very positive positive mental attitudes, and very wholesome, state of mind. And so when we have that positive and a very wholesome state of mind within us, then we can feel, we can experience these the peace and happiness. So whereas conversely, how if we lose that the positive and a wholesome state of mind, then we do not have, we lose that the peace and happiness within ourselves, and so therefore we have to say, if we look closely, then we can see that the peace and happiness that we can find, which we experience on the mental levels. So that is something very reliable, and which is a true source, is a true peace and happiness. And so therefore I always say that this, really for once the most valuable and most trustworthy and it's like a refuge or the protections for one's life would be, for the best, is this positive and wholesome state of mind within ourselves. So therefore it is important to, we said, we can understand, when we understand this, then we can see the point of applying, of following meditation practice, and the point of, to the focusing on one's own state of mind, and trying to develop that one's state of mind, more qualities within the state of mind, and then, as said before, you can see the benefit of then even making all this effort in trying to safeguard or protect all the positive state of mind, all the good qualities that which you have within yourself, and then we can also see the point or the benefit of then any practice which will help us to, which we find it effective tools to counter any like a negative states of mind, or which is which opposes the positive state of mind, and so therefore how it's important to think about how, in terms of the what we truly look for in our life, and then to also to check the any actions, the activities that we do, whether they really they fulfill that, bring about that what we look for in our life. So if you think about that in our entire life, then from right from the start of our life, there's no question that everybody's seek for happiness, but then as to finding that happiness, but somehow we are identified, we recognize this happiness, cause of this happiness, and the happiness itself only on the material or on the physical levels. So we always trying to feel that there is not enough happiness, because our reason is always to do with something, because there's not enough, we have not able to achieve or to the external things which we believe as a happiness. Or if we already have some, then we find that there's not enough, and that's how there's the how when we focus on that, when we focus on the external world, external object as a the something which will secure the happiness, then the end result is that we would never find that. And so whereas, however, on the other hand, if we focus on the within ourselves on the and then being able to achieve this peace and happiness on the mental level, such as we're saying on the mental level, if we're able to cultivate or develop a calm state of mind, a very positive mental outlooks state of mind, and then through that outlook somehow we will find that there's a lot less need for our life. We find that sometimes even it is without depending on having a lot of the external wealth and external conditions, we will find that our life very satisfying, very fulfilling. As we we feel that we have got everything that we need for the peace and happiness. So therefore, I say that is when we think about all the various things that we can possess in our life, then we can I say that the only one thing that which we must possess and which we should possess, so that is the positive state of mind within ourselves, and in fact we will find that is the most single most important thing, and so therefore we went over all these issues because so that we would understand the what is meditation is all about. So which is to really to counter all the obstacle to this the positive state of mind, and then which we can that obstacles to our positive state of mind can be, we can go in great detail, but in essentially the main obstacle is, we call it mental afflictions, and that is what the purpose of the meditation practice. So it is to overcome or to counteract the mental afflictions.
Sono tenuto na te abonde vade, sono titoli rongi, se da ta sono to relo, se non si nen sono to gitere va. Sono to se le shede yoiga, ta de gar sono ma se non si nen ten sono to gunde va. Ra se de ta jesen se de ta de Lide tad yung then lide tad so and the shell song don't tell you that much. La little there touch a shell song to God, tell mother good. Margaret look at it. Get that. God is the third dig. Sell the song to you. Ra no chi son to ache tabar said shalu ju manda no chi son to sen de tala che son to ne yin so ju na ne ya bu sha ra de wa te la yin te se te is a son te ton ro de a de ne che ro ya bu ti to ga re.
So to think or to consider about the how we can subdue or calming our mind, then the first most important thing is that when we begin to do this, and is our focus, we should be focusing inward or within ourselves. So because we are talking about controlling our mind, about achieving calm state of mind, and so therefore this is something we have to focus inward and then have to think about. So it's important to when we do this, important to overcome all the wandering thoughts, and we have to we have to fully calm the mind inward, because otherwise we cannot understand the anything about how to bring in control one's mind. So it's a bit like if we on the other hand, when we talk about this, our the good conditions, good physical conditions, how to improve our physical health or physical living conditions, and then we have to focus outside. What are the things that we need to improve our living condition? We have to focus on the external things. So therefore in here, so it's very important to first point is to understand that we have to understand the mind and to develop more positive qualities, positive state of minds. So we have to minimize the distracting thoughts or this mental get rid of this mental habit of our always racing or after external things unceasingly. So
that's all the things that you saw that you saw that you got this over and you saw that I don't got cry on my side to you and let the woman is that I'm over to the share. I don't get a liquor man rock condala catch a god come on as a job. I can't know, can I let one say on it? Let a tears and no got as a jatin, Jacob moves it and takes what's your paying the same you are. Okay, Mano goes said, sit then said, let us take what you paying this. That for no dead younger and what's saying on it. The day other Tashi Tiger, the day Jenna, the day about Tiger, the gent in the day, jet on it, and the Abu Yara. I shall get go to the Jachi. Said the Abu, sitting in light, Lava Lima, said in a training, other says Zumbo Malapa, says Zumbo, says Zumbo Malat, selling a all longer than it, the ring in cultures and Sangela Pemba Bashiba. Never put so much in you, children all longer than it, said the shadow. You might raise it all longer than said Taran, said the shadow. Tell condition test on the Jen Mundachi, and then do. Nitabaladi. That is by Sashi. Then Lega Madopil. Go there as a child. Teacher up and come on, I go there. Lega Pandron, what you say about you as that name, what at the truth, the garden truth, there, my dear, so the go judge, Siganachi, Chana gig and I get the Nichan, go there the judge and when I sent you at home, machine, tell a boy who would see without was without any Tiaga, Lega Malan, Kaya Mari. I Lega Malik, go judge, Kalu, Kajata Lega Mila go Jawi, Sega, that Mother 3 years on Tashi Joga, Museno, Tashi Jena, no said they tat Malaje. Le day tatwa malawaje, ra, Tajedo Lawayama, no said they Tajet Lawayama, Le day Tajet Lawayama. That is then said they Tajet Yaza, Le day Tajet Shibuchi, what Tombo Yunga, Nina. That is any who would there, did some on your Senda Shabunga Chaya, Maretini, she took it. No said Shedegon, she took it. Shero Pang Paman thing and Sombazombo Convent, the Shabu Pang generation. Genere Tijazoma Colatini, Gawad dress, Debapon, Shubuji Pang Genere. Touches on both the cabin, and let the Kellogator, the lead, Galton. Gay never there, not down the game. Gad drug and do so the chicken. Kataja Dumachi Shunayo, Dunga de Jemachem Marathon, Dibalten. Dunga Madan, Dipapo Guardian, Devapo trading. It's a upon the Tasara, some Tentona, Tenetona, Apoya, and the Pegata, some tear to the drawing, the Mocha and Cheva, Palmado got a chair, got Tashi, and Rasa Ras in your longer than Choroteson, Numatering, Cartian, Sensual and Beba, Bashim, never put on machines, and the Shaban, Nijan, Yola, Tinsonra. Pemba never machines everything, you just don't know. Pemba Bashi is in Shabat on road. That tell quantity tells on Yapundua. Then Ronge Sha, Kanshana, Jella, Pembi Sha, Jagger, Yell, Nebisha, and Jagmar. The name is an son of Titon, learning about that, and your moves, God knows there are some to need or the legend. You might read Mother Massachusetts, and I appoint it, Shogi, lower, son of their town. Everybody, the Gamada go, Samba go there. That got a jaya, patching draw, the country the chin, draw, Yakoloke, Nipema, never machines, the thing, Shibuchi, Pegre. Yella, Chepe Combetia, Yella Manep, Chepe Combetia. After there's a central Latin, you see, Hella, that and a Chana Gigana, no got there as a Jatin, the Mosea, you go, then you tell about it. Some debtors don't do there.
So in terms of our practice, then the best is to find certain like the times or the certain way which will work, best for oneself. So I normally advise that we should our approach should be very balanced. That is between the work and and then our just personal life, and then our such like a meditation practice. So because if we have to really decide that after the learning about the meditation practice, and then if we decide that to give up the job, and then we decide you're going to devote your whole time to the meditation, and that is, I would normally say, very unrealistic. And in fact, those people who do that, it's very unlikely that they will be doing any more meditation practice. And so rather, it's important to understand that the realities, that is that life is dependent on like food, that all the needs, the material needs, food, clothing, and so forth, and so therefore we have to important to go to work, and so now so it's important to at the same time, so we have to find the time for our practice, to just even to reflect upon our own life, on our own mind. So I I do, always advise people that it's very good on a everyday basis, like in the morning when you before going to work. So in the morning when you get up, so you're always trying to remember the importance of maintaining the positive state of mind, positive mental attitudes, such as the being kind to others, being compassion towards others. So it's good to even to in the morning to find certain events, which anyone can find that moment, even short moment, like a 5 minutes you can spend, do some meditation practice, and then to in that practice then you could trying to achieve some calmness in the mind, and then to reinforce this, how you're going to spend the day, what kind of mental attitude that you're going to use for the day. So, and then it is good to say that I would do everything to maintain this loving kindness, very beneficial mental attitudes towards others, kind, good heart towards others, and whereas I would this is to just to say to oneself that I will whatever it takes, I will prevent any actions, anything that will cause harm to others.
So get up, use up.
No. So you do that.
After you thinking, I today what do I today all sensitive I benefit, just benefit, no harm. You get up. You sleep there, get out there thinking, no mind, no you thinking. Really, that's very powerful. Regularly you do the very, very powerful. That powerful. You think there, you a few minutes you do it. Very, very peaceful. You think I all sensitive, I benefit, just benefit, no harm. That's mind, you hold it, that mind. Really, very, very powerful. There, open there. What's that? That's interesting.
So even soon as you get up, so trying to have that first thought that you cultivate.
Yeah, sleep there, come up, you think there. I say there, but you there do then not all sit up, another thing sit up. Good mind you come in daytime. Good mind you check it there, flow. You up you live maybe 2-3 minutes ago, mind there. No, that's I say, sleep you come there. I benefit, I no harm. You do, on month you do, then after all coming, suddenly you get up, you come that mind. Really, that's my, I said, that's my your daytime, but will depend. You see, other people, you do beneficial, you do. You do no beneficial, no do other people. That thing here, all here, all money, mind, you just that. Really, they're very, very powerful. I said, I love to meditate, said, I all sensitive, I know no harm, I all do beneficial. Just hold it. Easy. Very, very, you draw the very, very powerful. Their mind. Really, Dhamma bless. Dhamma bless that. Dhamma bless, your Dhamma, your bless. Not a Dhamma, your bless. No, your Dhamma, your bless. Your good mind bless you. They're thinking. Really, they think that, yeah. Few minutes you do, that hold, that. Very, very powerful, very, very peaceful, very, very peaceful. That is it, yeah.
So it has an influence. If you have in the morning when you cultivate such a positive mental thought, so this will have a strong impact or influence on your throughout the whole day activities, and then let's say even if you go to you go to work, and then again if you even at work, if you find any break time, so you can also do such practice and find some such practice to calming one's mind, and also at the end of the day, then especially if you come home with a lot of the stress and the anxiety from the work, then again you're trying to find some time to do this such a meditation to get rid of that such the stress and anxiety in the mind within yourself. So therefore it is only on a everyday basis if we integrate this regardless of the length of the period, but if we find certain moment of meditation practice, then we over as the day goes, then over the period of time we slowly develop the and make progress in our practice, and then we develop very good habit that it will then comes naturally for one to do this to do the same practice on a everyday basis. So essentially is we, as I was saying before, it's not necessary that when we talk about the importance of the cultivating a positive state of mind, and when we're saying that stressing on this, the importance for one to this the peace and happiness on the mental level. Of course, we're not saying that that there is no, that the external means doesn't doesn't facilitate your the peace and happiness. So in fact, I could say from my own experience that I find all this, in fact, all the good external conditions, I find actually they're really suitable and facilitate my spiritual practice in terms of the practicing virtue and to abandoning non-virtues. So these are all external. For me, all these external conditions are benefiting me, and so at the end, it is what's important is your mental attitudes. So that is to see that even those good external conditions, so which you find, all these are, you see as you don't have those, find those without any cause. So therefore, the cause is your good karma, your positive actions, and so therefore they should, all this good finding a good conditions, so they should be inspiring one to do more virtuous actions, and whereas in a life, whenever we face certain difficulties or certain sufferings, and then this, instead of discouraging us from practicing, we should be inspiring, because by seeing that these are the result of our negative state of mind, negative actions, and so therefore should remind or inspire us to put more effort in eliminating, in overcoming negative actions.
대가로 내용 그래다 다 된데서는 당한도서 맞체잖아 되는 맞체 야본 용거라 당이 돼 저거 아래 맞체지 다 시대가 처음 말아봤더니 제가는 용거도 와서 가서 된잖아 다선 대선다 고잔들이 아버지네 다선 되네 동네다 고잔의 세거든 세거들 강하시 바자 충도 있잖아 맨로 된도 당이 대세거래 다 고대자 능력이야
So on a regular basis, so if we integrate this our meditation practice and to then eventually even though in the beginning initially you might have to make a lot of effort and maybe find it very difficult, but if you continue, then eventually it will become a part of one's like a daily life, and then so in this the practice that we do on our everyday basis, when they become part of our daily activities, then in this way then we can also be in a position to find a very lasting peace and happiness. And in a sense, then if we continues, then day after day like that, then our whole life as a whole, then we are able to live a very kind of a stable, finding a stable life with a stable peace and happiness. So.
다 된다 봐. 소소 게 som바라 건지 아버지 태소나 되는 안다. 맞는 타마들 게 건지가로 년 되는 강아요라 말에 기바 되는데다. 다 제가 다 내서 뭐 쉬어야 돼. 다들 당하도 거대 장능들 말해 돼.
So I have to, if you do practice, continue to practice on a regular basis, then you become more familiar with your practice, and also to if you're able to have a very positive outlook of whatever you experience in your life, whether it's a good or bad, and so at this point, so maybe we could do the usual breathing meditations. So meditation is to just do on focusing on incoming and outgoing breath, and so we should begin with the very relaxed state of body, and then trying to, as much as possible, trying to get rid of all the distracting thoughts, so that the mind, your mind fully settled within yourself, and then after that, then you begin the meditation by just focusing, by directing the mind on the breath, incoming and outgoing breath, and trying to, as much as possible, to keep the mind there rather than being distracted by external objects. Okay, maybe just a little bit of room for questions. So if anyone has a question, please raise your hand. Yep.
When do you recommend doing an analytic physical meditation instead of concentration.
tanda the gom the jegum kyajo jegum komyajo the khatu yagores ta jokum dang jokum zarwa jegum jay the khatu jan yagores
这做来的话，在结果的我才对吧？这做结果就我呢，那是再来做那才能搞个呀的。
老
再来人，人都得进呀。他们原来是呢，结果节才能就过去了这个吧？这都这样嘛的。要是我都结果的才满意吧个的。我结果这可能才满意嘛的，那才那样了，我都写了这篇对吧？ 요거 그 세질 내가 나도 레터 뭐 고심을 깔리 콩을
for the beginners usually the analytical meditation is recommended because the it's for to be able to actually sit the mind single pointed is not easy. And then, however, when he says that recommended analytical meditation, it also when you are doing that at the same time, it's important to, as much as possible to fully focus your mind on the topic that you are analyzing or you are thinking about. You rather than getting distracted. So that in that meditation, and then when you are analyzing and where you're trying to keep the focus, so that also actually help to develop your concentration as well. And so in terms of the order of these, between two, normally analytical and then there's a single pointed or a stabilizing meditation. So for the beginner, the analytical is recommended, but when you reach to a higher stage, then there are different orders. Sometimes they are done alternately. Both can be done alternatively. You alternate each other in different sessions. Yeah. So of course, it's up to the individuals. Whatever at the time, which you. Thing is beneficial for you, so you should choose that meditation. Or sometimes you might find it the stabilizing meditation is more beneficial for in a immediate time frame in terms of just bringing calmness in the mind and so forth. Thank you. Any other question, or that's it? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Unpleasant feelings. What kind of meditations should I do if that happens?
다 나로라 남도 세월에 샘 휴지 숙침보들의 투디로와. 디데 툰상에 검절 백하고도스. 안 야가 좋아이나 검춘이 야그런 도움인도스. 안 다가 소소소지 무슨 야되나 갈래 강에를 쳐도스.
very meditation. Yeah.
It's if your mind is too disturbed, too agitated, and then the recommended meditation is a breathing meditations.
Yeah, you realize breathing.
So where with the breathing meditation, so it's a matter of you simply focus, you rest your mind on the inhaling and exhaling. That's all it is, But whereas if you have to do some other meditation, then it will be very difficult.
Yeah, but pan roso chen yo so de mai ya che ni chen de ne ye sa che de pa che mai ba che 다 판로서 실내서 예자지들 생로가
So one way of doing the breathing meditation is where you count your round of the inhaling and exhaling as a cycle of breathing, and then in the meditation, so you're trying to focus fully focus the mind on the breathing, and then keep counting, just being aware that now I am breathing in, now I'm breathing out, and in, out. Remembering this cycle of incoming and outgoing, and then you keep the track of the count. Like if it says that if you could count up to 21, then definitely all the thought will be gone. So if you could do this, sustain this good breathing meditation for up to the round, like a 21 round, you will find that suddenly your mind is just almost like a magic, just settle down, and there you find very clear, and you experience that, this stillness, and you see the clarity and the resting of the mind.
Then go Jason Royal, when I was share no years, another when share to my man can no years, and said it, the apple Maya, said it, yes, such it said, and not to come on my shenny. Ben said the letter, I should wasn't. She got to my mabala, then rang on bottom, cutting on Bashagare, Sabotun Sabashangura. Then me back and tell shut up and over and Jaguar. Come tomorrow, Lord Truth, then go younger, Lord Truth, then get them, and Roger in Jaguar.
Yes. So generally it is said that the example of a very clear mirror is used to describe the nature of the mind, which is by nature is very, very clear, the mind, and pure. And so therefore it is said that if even if your mind is very agitated, very or clouded, and if you just do this breathing, if you fix the mind on the breathing meditation, and then as we were saying before, say if you could stay on your breath for up to 21 round, then suddenly you experience the clear nature of the mind, because the mind as like a mirror, whatever it has, it is not something rigid. So rather it is whatever object, like a mirror. If you put something color blue, then it will show blue, and whatever color you put in front of it. So in similar way, if when our mind we fix on certain objects, then it has that it can stay there.
Go my jackal sent truth and get the tongue and run at each other. And it says my language that going easy carrying a giant.
So this breathing meditation is also regarded as as a preliminary meditations to before you begin the main meditation. So it is considered as a very effective, and it's sort of very effective in immediately calming our mind.
Go Jala, go Jala, to buy the go Jangura, Gepada, Shea, Goja, and the para the level there, then to buy Rapaz level in the meditation with it, touch it there.
So not only that, even sometimes when as we, you begin the meditation, and then after a while, then you find it very too difficult. You are to focus your mind on that because of the influence of certain external distractions or whatever, and then even to overcome that such a immediate, such a disturbance, and which is very overwhelming and very forceful, then it says again, it is recommended to do these breathing meditations to overcome that. So you applied this breathing meditation in your meditation practice, where your mind, has you find it almost extremely difficult to control, and because it is said that if you keep continuing that, then continue your meditation, then you will be simply developing a very bad habit of always being falling under the influence of the distractions. So therefore, it is important to overcome that is such immediate distractions. Okay, thank you very much. So all good questions. So both questions are very good, and this is not something. It's a very question which is quite raised in many scripture as well, and it's a very important question. There's a lot to discuss about that. In terms of this, the first question, which is to do with the analytical and the stabilizing meditation, is a very big topic in terms of the order, what it is, and all that. And then similarly with the breathing meditation, there are so many different. A lot to know about the technique.
There's not really mind here going. Then no say I mind the pageant or
yeah, there's some people, they consider the meditation as something they simply sit there and really no awareness of. There's no self-awareness of themselves and or of their mind or nothing. There's nothing happening, in their mind. So, so it's good that when if you have certain such doubt, certain question arise. So these are the positive signs.
Yeah.
So, like the second question you ask is, you're really sharing your own experience. So which we all experience that, how when our mind is completely disturbed, and very agitated. I mean, we find it very difficult to meditate. So this is not just even you find it difficult to meditate, but even to focus your mind on any activity, even just normal work that you want to do. When your mind is so disturbed, you cannot perform your work. So it's a very important question.
Yeah, that's easy.
Thank you.